Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurudina binti Muhammad Zulkifli. So today I'll be explaining on how to answer speculating questions based on past year question of December 19. So first, let's take a look on the question. Mr. Ben Ali is bearish about the prospect of a 5-year Malaysian government securities FMG5 that is traded on Bursa Malaysia Derivative Berhad BMBB. Therefore, he asks his broker to trade 8 lots of FMG5 contracts today at 115.15 at BMBB, in which he is required to pay both the initial and maintenance margin at 1,000 ringgit per contract respectively. The settlement prices of 5-year MGS at BMBB are as follows. On 14 Jan 2020, the settlement price is 111.60. On 15 is 111.26. On 16, 110.66. On 17, 110.53. And lastly, on 18 is 110.40. Now, based on the question, I have highlighted some words in green which are the main key points to understand the question better and to extract the information from the question given. First of all, the question mentioned Mr. Ben Ali is bearish, which indicates that he expects that the price will decrease in the future. Thus, for this question, we will implement a short speculating trading strategy. Next, the 8 lots is the number of contract, meanwhile 115.15 is the current price. Moving on, the question mentioned that both the initial and maintenance margin at 1,000 ringgit per contract respectively, which means the price of initial margin and maintenance margin will be the same. Moving on to the first step, which is we need to calculate the initial margin. As mentioned in the question, the initial margin is 1,000 ringgit. So we need to multiply this price with the number of contract, which is 8, which then will equal to 8,000 ringgit. Next, we need to calculate the price of maintenance margin. Since the question has mentioned that both the initial and maintenance margin at 1,000 ringgit per contract respectively, thus the maintenance margin is also 8,000 ringgit since the price of maintenance margin is also 1,000 ringgit, which we also multiply with number of contract of 8. Next, we will construct the table for the establishment of short speculation trading strategy, market to market. So I will start by explaining the first row. So the label T stands for today, and for the details, we will write short A FMG5S at price of 115.15 and pay initial margin worth 8,000 ringgit. So basically, he starts by taking a short position by selling 8 lots of FMG5 contracts at the current price of 115.15. So this action is based on the expectation that the price will drop in the future, and there is no profit or loss as we just entered the position. And as for the margin account balance, it is the initial margin that we have calculated just now, which is 8,000 ringgit. Next, on the first day of settlement, the price is 111.60 as given in the question, and there is no additional transaction. Then to calculate the profit or loss, the formula is in the bracket selling price minus buying price, multiply by number of contract, multiply by size of contract. Next, for the margin account balance, we just need to sum up the previous margin account balance column, which is 8,000 ringgit, with the profit that we received to get the new margin account balance. Then we need to make sure that the margin account balance is above the maintenance margin amount, because if it is below the maintenance margin amount, then there will be margin call and the balance needs to be top up. Next, continue doing the same steps until the final day, and as for the final day, we will write long FMG5S at 110.40. This is due to Mr. Ben Ali closes his short position by taking a long position at the current price of 110.40. This locks in the profits from the short position. By buying back the contracts at a lower price than what he sold them for initially, he realized a profit. So there are actually 3 ways to calculate the profit or loss. So the first one is total profit minus total loss. So based on the table that we have constructed just now, there are no loss. So basically, we just need to sum up all the profit, which are 28,400 plus 2,720 plus 4,800 plus 1,040 plus 1,040, which equals to 38,000. The next way is by, in the bracket, selling price minus buying price, multiply by number of contract, multiply by size of contract. So basically 115.15 minus 110.40 times 8 times 100 times 10, which equals to 38,000. Lastly, is by the ending balance of margin account minus beginning balance plus variation margin, if any, so equals to 46,000 minus 8,000, which also then equal to 38,000. So as you guys can see that all of these three ways will resulted in the same amount. So that is all from me. Thank you so much for watching.